Alright, the sun's coming up on this beautiful island right here, and it's looking good. So this is the arena for this month. This is the garage right here. I'll show the location. It's right here in P21. If you're trying to get to the arena and you're driving along the road in either direction, there is an exit right here at O21, and you can drive along here. You'll see signs on the road there. And then you drive in, make sure to watch out, slow down and watch out for the track as you're coming in, and drive around, and you can park your cars out over here. So this is the track. I'm going to show what the rules are here. So this is the year anniversary of the arena, which is really exciting. And the track again is at P21, and you can take the exit at O21 if you're driving along the road. So just look for the signs. You can practice as much as you want before the race. So it's already up here. You can go right now as you're watching this video and go try out the track. It's at P21. I'm just going to drive over to the start line over here. So later on, once I get electricity in future weeks, I will power this laser pointer right here. That's the start line. But this is basically it for right now. So to compete, you have to bring your own car. And you can always come watch and spectate if you don't have a car. So there's good spectator spots. You can stand right here and watch people come in and around. You can go up top here. You just got to crouch down a bit as you're going up the stairs and watch from up here. You get a good view of the jump and everything like that. You can also go across here. Can you get up here? Actually, you can't. But if you do respawn, this will be where the respawns go. You can climb the ladder and come up this way, and then crouch down and go through there. I'm going to take that ladder down so that people don't accidentally go up there. And then there's other places to watch too. You can watch from over here. You can climb the ladder and watch from this platform, and that platform as well over there. Make sure if you're spectating though, do not walk on the track during a race, so make sure to look both ways before you cross the street. Although you really only need to look one way, but make sure to look both ways just in case. And no crossing the track during a race. So when you're actually at the start of the track is underneath the bridge here, and the way that you go around the track is you keep the blue arrows are on the inside and the red arrows are along the outside. So you can see here that the blue arrows are on the inside, and then when you go over the jump, they'll be on the opposite side because the other side will be the inside. So make sure to keep the blue on the inside and the red on the outside. So watch out for this jump. It's not an easy jump to land, and it often does a lot of damage. And then after you get over the jump, you come over here. You go through the bush, around the side here, and back to the start. And that's one lap. You need to complete 3 laps in order to finish. And if your car flips or stalls, especially if you're going off the jump or if you fall off the side of the jump, you actually have to get out and flip it yourself. And the other thing is, if it stalls, so you can see here on the inside, I've got a whole bunch of parts. They're gonna break in the course of a race. So I would suggest having spare parts inside your inventory during a race, and also these repair materials. I'll go over that again in a little bit. So we're going to have 3 types of races each week. We're going to have the individual time trials, which is where just one person lines up their car, does 3 laps of the figure 8, and I time it. And then the fastest time will be the winner of that. Then we're going to have multiplayer races, which is where we have 2 or more cars lined up underneath the bridge here. Probably start with 2, and then if we can branch it out to a Grand Prix, that's awesome. And this is going to be full contact. So there's no guns, no shooting, but you can use your car to ram into each other. That is part of the multiplayer round. And we'll have at least 2 cars going for the same time for the 3 laps, and first one to finish wins. Finally, number 3 is going to be the death race. The death race is going to involve guns. So this is where inside one car, there's going to be 2 or more people. And we're going to have multiple cars, 2 or more, and they're going to run around the track doing 3 laps, but they're going to have guns and whatever else they want to use. Get creative, but please don't destroy the arena. Don't try and aim for the signs or anything like that. Be careful on the jump. Maybe don't shoot as much on the jump, and try not to use explosive ammo. just yet. In the first couple weeks, maybe week 3 we can use explosive ammo, but not in week 1. So make sure to get a car and prep it with all the proper parts. So in order to get a car, in case you haven't noticed, you walk along the side of the road, and you're going to need to find or bring 5 parts with you. So you'll need at least a spark plug, a valve, a carburetor, a crankshaft, and pistons. And they can be different qualities. You can buy them from the bandit camp right here, and you're going to need at least each one of each of those. I would suggest having at least 2 of each of those, maybe even 3 for the races. But when you find a car on the side of the road, you put those 5 in. You have these materials to repair it. So you've got metal frags, wood, and high quality metal, and I'll repair it here so you can see. So I didn't take much damage, so I didn't need the high quality, but one that's on the side of the road is probably going to be very damaged, and we'll need that HQM. So you repair it up, put the 5 parts inside here, and then fill up the tank. So 3 steps to get a car. It's a big deal, but then once you have it, you can drive it wherever you want and lock it up back in your house. If you lock it underneath a roof and on a foundation, it doesn't have to have walls, it just has to be under a roof and on a foundation. It'll stay for 36 hours if it has full health. If you leave it outside though, it'll only last for 8 hours. So keep that in mind. Make sure to bring these 3 things are really important. It's actually 2 things and then a list of things if you're competing. So for everyone, make sure to bring a sleeping bag. I'm going to be putting sleeping bags down right here for respawns, just in case you accidentally get hit by a car. You know, these things happen, accidents happen, and there are going to be death races and all that kind of stuff. You might accidentally fall off something, so make sure to bring a sleeping bag right here, and this will be a respawn point for the entire wipe. I forgot to mention that if you're a spectator, you can also watch from inside these watchtowers. They have some pretty good views. There's one over there as well. And so the bags will be at the base of this watchtower right here. Number 2, you need food and water. Make sure you bring stuff to survive with, because you're going to be watching, you're going to be competing, all that kind of stuff. You might need to heal up. Make sure to bring food and water. And then if you're competing, I mentioned this already, but make sure to bring a car, replacement parts, all 5 parts and their replacements. So maybe 2 of each one. And repair materials, which is high quality metal, wood, and metal frags. Definitely make sure you have all that stuff on you even during the race, because you're going to take damage during the race and you might need to do pit stops. I actually haven't finished 3 laps yet without having to do a pit stop. One of my parts will break and I have to switch it. Maybe the chassis is taking damage, or maybe I flipped it and have to flip it over again. All of that's happened to me just from running it a couple times. So definitely bring all that stuff with you. If you haven't finished 3 laps without taking a pit stop, you're probably going to need to switch out these parts. So make sure that you have them all repaired up, and then I'll drive back over to the garage so you can see where the repair bench is that you can use in between rounds to repair your parts, because that'll be really useful. You just need, I think, 1 high quality metal to repair each part. They obviously take long-term damage like the rest of the things do. And the other thing is I do have a dolly in here, so you can work on your car mid-match if you want. So you can come over here, place it on, and then work on your vehicle. If you think that you want to move some modules around, so you can see right there I just moved the bed a little bit closer. Maybe I want to move it further back. Maybe you want to lock it, add all that kind of stuff. You can come here and work on your car. Trying to think what else there is. So this is the repair bench right here at the garage. You also have the tool benches here. You got a shop that just sells charcoal for scrap. That's basically it. Over here is the stable for horses, furnace, refinery. On the second floor in the back, we got an experiment table and a fridge, which I'm hopefully going to fill up, but I don't actually have enough water to get all of these plants finished. They're at like 50% and they're stuck there because I don't have enough water. And that's basically it. So make sure to get a souped up car, or if you want to spectate, just come along. The reason I have this long car here is I'm hoping to find the module that has a bunch of seats in it so I can turn this into a bus. I still haven't found that module, but if people can bring some of those, that would be awesome, and I'll run this as a party bus driving around the ring road to pick people up. Otherwise, just try and hitch a ride. Maybe we can do carpools. That's a thing now. And we can figure that out in Arena Chat. So it's going to be Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully you can come. I'm really excited for the month of July 2020. Also, in week 3, there will be a celebration. There's going to be a Hall of Champions that goes in right here with all of the top donators and winners of the past year who are still on the server. And I'm going to be thanking everyone for that. And there's also going to be some extra fun activities that are going to happen in the 3rd week. So hopefully you'll be around for week 3. But at least in week 1, let's have some fun. So those are all the rules. You can check the pinned messages on Discord to see them written down. And yeah, can't wait to see you out there, buddies. This is going to be awesome. And one last look at the track here. There's the track. So remember, it is at P21. The exit is at O21 as you're driving along the road. You make a left there. And that's it. All right, I'll see you out there.